Welcome to Just Gist TV, the home of real stories, deep revelations, and gist that keeps your heart beating faster than Nollywood's latest blockbuster. Before we even dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because today's gist is one that will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about Nollywood, fame, loyalty, and ambition. The story shaking the entertainment space right now is simple yet heavy. Fans are furious because popular actor Bryan Okwara is reportedly planning to relocate abroad, permanently. The questions are flying everywhere. Is Nollywood no longer enough? Is the industry pushing its brightest stars away? And is Bryan really ready to walk away from everything he built here? Today, we are breaking the entire matter open from the roots to the leaves. Even though the rumor started small, it didn't take long before the internet grabbed it with both hands. Fans who have followed Bryan's journey for more than a decade immediately expressed shock. Many of them felt blindsided. After all, this is someone who rose to fame through Nollywood, gained admiration through Nollywood, and became a household name through Nollywood. So why would he suddenly begin preparing for a life far away from the very industry that made him? Let's start from the beginning, because this gist has layers. First, Nollywood itself is a powerful machine, one of the largest film industries in the world. An industry that thrives on storytelling, cultural depth, and a certain kind of emotional intensity that only Nigerian actors can deliver. Despite all its challenges, Nollywood remains the pride of Africa. But behind the curtains, there are realities that not everyone sees. Bryan Okwara has always been the poster image of class, confidence, and polished acting. From his early days as Mr. Nigeria to the countless romantic roles that cemented him as a ladies' favorite, Bryan built a reputation that many young actors still admire. But as the years passed, fans began noticing something unusual. He wasn't appearing as frequently in movies. His social media posts became more styled, more global, more fashion runway than film set. And of course, the speculation began. Then recently, reports surfaced that Bryan was preparing to relocate abroad permanently. Not for a movie role. Not for a temporary visit. But to start a completely new life outside Nigeria. And that's when fans erupted. The reactions online were intense. Some fans expressed disappointment, saying they felt he was abandoning Nollywood at a time when the industry needed strong male leads. Others felt it was selfish for him to enjoy fame here and then disappear when the pressure became too much. A few people, however, defended him, saying everyone has a right to chase stability, peace, and greener pastures. But the real question remains, what exactly is driving this decision? At Just Gist TV, we dug deep, and what we found paints a bigger picture than just one man's relocation. It raises concerns about the future of Nollywood itself. For years, industry insiders have whispered about the challenges actors face. Uncertain pay, overworked schedules, lack of structured contracts, unstable production timelines, pressure to maintain a certain image, the emotional exhaustion that comes with being in the public eye, and an environment that doesn't always provide long-term security. People know the glamour, but they rarely see the strain. According to several close acquaintances, Bryan has been quietly considering a move abroad for years. He wanted a space where he could explore new artistic directions, expand his modeling and branding career, and build something more stable for his family. But he kept delaying it because of his deep connection to Nollywood. However, recent industry issues reportedly pushed him closer to his decision. One source revealed that Bryan has been booked for multiple projects that never saw the light of day. Imagine preparing for roles, rearranging your schedule, and planning your entire month around productions that get cancelled without warning. After a while, the disappointment begins to stack up. Another source hinted at something deeper. Bryan has been wanting to break into international acting for a long time. A move abroad might open doors he has always dreamed of walking through. But he knows that to take that step, he needs to be fully present in the environment, physically and mentally. Right here in the middle of the gist, if you're still watching, make sure you subscribe to Just Gist TV because stories like this are exactly why we are here, to keep you updated, informed, and entertained. Now let's talk about the emotional side of this saga. One thing many people don't understand is that Nollywood actors often feel torn between loyalty to the industry and loyalty to themselves. Fans expect them to stay, to keep acting, to keep entertaining. But celebrities also have personal lives, personal goals, and private fears. Bryan Okwara is not the first actor to feel this conflict. But the reason his own case is hitting fans deeply is because of his long-standing presence and the fact that he never hinted publicly about leaving. It almost feels, to fans, like a breakup without warning. But here's where the story turns even more interesting. Despite the noise, Bryan has not officially announced his departure. His silence is fueling even more conversations. Some believe he is keeping quiet because the deal is already done and he doesn't want drama. Others think he's staying silent because he knows the backlash would be overwhelming. There are even those who believe he might still be contemplating and hasn't made his final decision yet. But whether or not the relocation is final, one undeniable fact remains: Nollywood is changing. Young talents are rising. Older actors are branching out. The industry is in a transition stage, and people like Bryan are right in the middle of that shift. Another angle to this gist is the emotional weight fans are carrying. Many feel that when actors leave, it reflects something bigger, something about Nigeria itself. There's a collective fear that talent is slipping through the cracks, that dreams are being exported, that the entertainment landscape is losing pieces of its identity one person at a time. And Bryan Okwara, with his charm and legacy, becomes the symbol of that fear. But let's ask the real question: is he truly forsaking everything here? The answer might surprise you. From strong insider whispers, Bryan is not cutting ties with Nollywood completely. He reportedly plans to work from abroad but still return for specific films, collaborations, and projects he believes in. Instead of abandoning Nollywood, he wants to reposition himself in a global space where he can bring international attention back to Nigeria. In other words, the move might not be a goodbye, it might be a strategic shift. But fans, being emotionally attached, hear relocation and immediately think abandonment. It's a complicated story, one that blends ambition, loyalty, fear, opportunity, and the complex reality of trying to build a long-term career in Nollywood. As we approach the end of this gist, it is clear that what's happening with Bryan Okwara is bigger than gossip. It is a reminder of the delicate balance between fame and personal growth, between staying where you are loved and going where you can grow. Whatever Bryan ultimately decides, Nollywood will feel it. His fans will feel it. And the industry will continue evolving, as it always has. Thank you for watching Just Gist TV. Make sure you subscribe because more revelations, more drama, and more deep stories are coming your way. Stay tuned, stay curious, and stay connected.